So for those who have just joined us, my name is Jean, and I'm from the Division of Program Promotion. And now we will be moving on to another series of our alumni sharing series. This is a continuation that we have previously done a few more alumni sharing series. And today's topic will be on constructing your first Minecraft. So just a little housekeeping before we get started. So if you're not able to hear us or if we are moving too fast, or if you need a further explanation, you can use the raise hand function under the reaction button as well, okay? So let me start off with a little information about Minecraft. So I'm not an expert, but just a brief explanation about what Minecraft is. So Minecraft is a sandbox video game developed by the Swedish game developer in 2009, and basically players explore, blocky procedural generated 3D world where players can discover and extract raw materials, craft tools, items, and also build constructions or earthwork. So during this time of the pandemic, where Malaysia put on movement control orders on and off, continuously movement control order. So many places, including our workplace, universities, malls, and even restaurants were closed for activities because of this pandemic. So I believe most of us here are missing our family members, missing our classmates, friends, and perhaps our colleagues who we are not able to meet personally. And there's a saying that goes to step into a better situation from the bad situation to make it better, right? So being confined to one's home during this pandemic forces everyone to be creative, right? So our passionate alumni, Mr. Leong and also Mr. Wern had collaborate to build UTAR Kampar campus with Minecraft, and they have named it UTAR Minecraft, and hoping that this could reinforce positivity during this period of pandemic, this encouragement to encourage our UTAR graduates who have graduated during this period of pandemic and is not able to attend the physical convocation. So this is how the idea of UTAR Minecraft came into place. And the first phase of UTAR Minecraft was launched in conjunction with the convocation in August 2021. So I'm not sure if you are excited, but for me, I have a mixed feeling when I saw the UTAR Minecraft published, and I really miss our life before the pandemic, and also the university student life as well. So today we are honored and proud to have our alumni, Mr. Leong and also Mr. Locke, both our graduates from 2018 from the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology Kampar campus. I would like to introduce our speakers of today to you. Okay, so Mr. Leong has graduated from the Bachelor of Information System, Business Information System program, and he is currently working as a freelance video editor, while Mr. Locke has completed his degree in Bachelor of Information System Engineering. So Mr. Locke is currently the Data Analytic Engineer under Razer Incorporate, and today's webinar content will be on sharing about their student life experience at UTAR, and also about a little bit about the building the construction of the UTAR Kampar campus with Minecraft. Okay, so please help me in welcoming our speakers for today, Mr. Leong and Mr. Locke.
Hi everyone, my name is Leong. Born in 1995. I'm from Ipoh. It was nice to be here, and hi everyone.
All right. Hi, I'm everyone. I'm Wern, and I'm so 95, and I come from Taipei, Perak, and currently stationed in Petaling Jaya, Selangor, and also one of the Minecraft UTAR curators. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that our participants here today are excited to find out and know more about the hands behind the UTAR Minecraft, the creators. So let's talk about how both of you got together and what actually inspired you to build the UTAR Minecraft.
Okay, you wanna start first?
So the backstory is actually that one day I was surfing on Facebook randomly, and then I saw a group of Minecraft players. They have built their own high school in the Minecraft. So at the time, I was wondering like maybe we can build a big UTAR in Minecraft as well, because Minecraft has a really stunning environment and a very great looking Wern hall. So I would just pick up my phone and then I just text Leong about why not, and I sent him the link of the video, and then I asked him whether should we just build UTAR in Minecraft, and then I got a reply like, okay. Then that's how we started our whole project of this UTAR Minecraft.
Yeah, straightforward like that. It's like he just randomly sent me the video link, and then I have a look in it, and like I was impressed by the work of that student. I'm not sure she graduated or not, but they actually built a secondary school. And then recently, a few months ago, I guess they just built the place in Malacca, the travel like spot in Malacca, the rate something places. And then we are like, yeah, why don't we do it for UTAR, right? Because UTAR is actually, I'm honestly saying that UTAR has a really good view. It's a really nice campus. We have the lake in the middle, and then the bird sanctuary and so on. And then we're thinking like, yeah, why don't we just give it a try? So that's just how randomly it started.
Yeah, we don't have any plans. You just start off like that.
We have no idea.
Started from a random conversation and a random view of from the Facebook, right?
Yes,
so,
correct.
Yep, that was exactly what I was thinking. Why, other university they have Minecraft thing, but UTAR we don't have. It's just that I don't have the knowledge to build it, but thanks to Leong and Luke, created the UTAR Minecraft for all of us to have a memory for those who have graduated and those who haven't been to the campus yet, and also a view of how our campus is actually like. Okay, so honestly speaking, this is really something that brings the positivity and memories that connects all UTARians together, right?
Yeah.
So on behalf of all the UTARians out there, so thank you for both of you for creating the UTAR Minecraft. And speaking about university life, so it seems to be a mystery to everyone what actually FSCT or the IT students study, especially in business information system and information system engineering. So this both program, by the name itself, it looks similar. And actually, what do you study, and what is the actual career prospect that you will be able to venture into after graduation? So our seniors here, perhaps you can give us a brief statement or explanation about the programs.
Yep. And so from me, I actually study a course called Business Information System. It's under a course under FICT. So basically, in this course, I learned mainly in 3 categories, which is database, multimedia, and also programming. So you all thought that all FICT students are hacker, like very cool like that. No, it's actually not. Not only limited on hacking and all the stuff. We actually do a lot. And for my course, let me just focus on multimedia because I'll handle the database and also the other part to Wenkai later. So for multimedia, I studied, there's a course I took which they need us to create, my assignment is to create a 3D project, 3D object. So if you guys have a watch and all the like movies, avatars and all those cartoons, that's how they use all those like applications to create one-of-one 3D models. And that time I still remember I created a penguin for my project. And so this is also one of the things that I learned before in my previous course. And then there's also another course which requires me and my friends team up, and then we need to record, plan and capture a video, and then try to edit it and try to make it something that contains a more valuable video. So that is also where I learned to start to edit video. That time is still using the Sony Vegas Pro kind of program. So this is pretty much I've learned from my course. And then now I'm working as a freelance editor. So that definitely builds up some of my foundation and basics in terms of editing video. So probably you can explain about like others.
All right,
database.
thanks, Leong. So basically for my course, right, it's actually information system engineering. And from the name, you can see that it's very similar to business information system. So our course structure is almost the same. It's just that Leong's course structures have more about theoretical in business side. But for mine, it's more information system engineering. We have more subject about the technical part, which is programming. We have subjects such as data structures. So we also learn about various kinds of programming languages, and then also about database system. So in short, right, programming languages is just that every application you use right now in your phone or even in your desktop, they are built by programming code. So that's what we are learning. And then also for the database system, it's basically like for example, Facebook, whatever content you see, whatever video you see, image you see, right, it's actually stored in a place called database. And this is actually a system that store all this data in it. So you learn how to manage it, how to use it, and how to control it, etc. And we also have some subjects like networking that you learn about those hackers, but not really teach you how to hack lah. So you learn about some concept like IP address, how to configure a VPN, etc. So, and that's one subject we have called is a database system, right? So which is actually giving me the knowledge of my job, my current job, because right now my job is a data analyst engineer. So my daily job is basically deal with the data. So what I learned in UTAR about the database system is actually useful to me for my current career. Yeah. So I think that's all for the course summary.
Yep. So it's pretty much interesting to find out the differences, and it's actually quite obvious that they are quite different from each other, as business information system will equip our graduates to incorporate business requirements, needs onto information system or solutions for the company to perform efficiently, effectively, if I'm not wrong. And information system engineering equips graduates with skills to collect, store, process, and manage huge volumes of data, and then turn it into informations that could help solve the problems of the companies or provide information to them, right? So I can see how it relates back to maximizing the use of data as the company collects, as our daily life recently due to the internet and everything. Basically every day, day in, day out, companies, the universities, everywhere we are collecting data, even if we're using online as well. So yeah, all these data are actually very useful and valuable asset to companies to enhance their business, to move on to a new strategy, to provide a company to better, right? So as we are all in the technology digital world, it's every day it's a new development, especially after the pandemic, everything online has just grown so fast. And I think graduating from this program, stepping into the world of working environment. So what are the challenges that you face? Is it your program is able to provide you sufficient knowledge, guidance as you start your working life, after graduation?
From my side, actually, in terms of basic knowledge, actually my course is pretty wide. As you can see just now, we discussed about, I learned a bit about database, a bit about multimedia, a bit about programming. So after this progress, after all this learning, I'm actually able to find out like which one is actually the things that I really like and I'm really interested in, so that I can focus on that path and also learning the kind of knowledge. And also at the same time, UTAR actually provided us all the students process is called consultation. So it's a process where you will meet your academic advisor every sem. So your academic advisor will be able to assist you or probably gives you some advice in terms of learning, or maybe could probably in life. Yeah, that's what I do with my academic advisor. Sometimes I If you're watching, Mr. Amir, thank you. Yeah. So sometimes when I study, I probably get stressed or lost. That happens a lot. So what I do, I just like normally like meet him and chat every sem, maybe more than one times every sem. So he'll just provide us some information, and also sometimes he'll encourage me to do whatever I really wanted to do. So that also give me some kind of emotional support in terms of continue to study, those kind of things. So that's for me. I think that the consultation and also some of the course that I learned in my degree kind of act like a foundation for me in a working environment. So that's pretty much for myself.
And for my side, right, actually, the courses that I studied, right, it just give me a very solid foundations knowledge about the fundamentals of the ITs or the database, programming, etc., which actually help me strengthen my knowledge when I go to the work. So but still there will be a challenge because IT is a technology, and technology boosts very fast. Like for example, like 10 years ago, people are still using Nokia, and then right now we have Apple iPhones, and it's just within like 10 or 20 years. It's very fast. So what you might learning right now might be not really using when you come out to go to the work. But still, with the fundamental that you have learned in UTAR, is really helpful for you to pick up those technology. At least for me, yes. And also throughout my academic year, right, the why I so interested into the data analysis is because my academic advisor he looked at my result, and then he noticed that I'm really interested on this kind of database subject, and then he introduced me some of the latest career role that why can I look for, what can I research on, which is data analyst and engineer is actually part of it, and that's how he brings me here.
Yeah,
today.
and also our course structure is actually included a course called industrial training. So during the SEM, students are actually required to find a company and then be an internship there. So for me and Wenkai actually interned in the same company. It's a logistic company. What we're doing is support. So we are like hiding behind the computer and then take tickets and then try to support and send back the tickets, solve the problem. So it's a pretty interesting process for us, because during that time we able to learn how to work in the real environment, because before that we just like study in a university, we didn't work in a real life environment. So industrial training is personally, I think that it helps a lot for a student to prepare a student to a working environment in terms of mentally or physically, like in terms of knowledge. Yeah.
And yes, exactly. So some people might be misunderstood that you study in IT, then you have to mess with those coding. It's not necessary like how Leong and I like, right? Our first job is not actually programmers or even software developer. Yeah. We started as support analyst, which we don't really need to code, but still we need to deal with the data. But somehow we have more chances to communicate with the user, solving the problem, talk to the programmers, etc. So UTAR does give us a lot of this kind of knowledge and experience that build out our soft skill and also the technical knowledge, so that we can all handle that when we come out to the work environment.
Yeah, soft skill is important, very important. We think that is.
So I guess internship would be sort of like a preview to your actual working environment, if you will be working in the same or relevant field that you are studying. So of course, like what they have mentioned, that business information system or even information system engineering or any other programs in UTAR is not necessarily limited to whatever you are studying. So there are so much more for you to explore and learn, and also to find out what is your interest and what you should move on to, right? So it's not necessary to say that you started with your first job as a data analytic, you must continue or you should excel in this area. In fact, that you develop and you gain more experience, more information, and then you are able to define what you like and what you should be moving on to, right? So it's really glad that our programs are able to provide our graduates skills to face with the competitive world out there. And of course, degree programs are not able to provide exactly everything, but it serves as a foundation for you to compete and to develop further as you move on, right?
Exactly.
So besides the academic part, for both of you, I believe the co-curricular activities during your study life have also played an important role, right? So what are the activities or what are the things that you have been involving, competitions maybe during your university life in Utah?
Well, I think probably, I'm not sure, I don't judge you all, but most of my friends, they think that FICT students are like, just coding and then just like doing coding, right?
Some nerds stay in their room,
We
they
are
only
not
go out.
nerd,
No,
We are
let's
not
be
that
clear,
nerd.
right? That's how they describe
a
us,
little
okay?
bit. That's a typical image, right? People towards FICT students just like nerdy, but we both are thinking that uni life shouldn't be only studies and books. So we are actually pretty much active in co-curricular activities. So during my university time, I get a chance to take part in some events, including I'll be a helper in a blood donation campaign, where it's pretty much interesting because sometimes I see people like those people like scared, when they donate the blood, and then some of them even think down, sorry, I'm the devil. But it's when you try to collaborate with different people, right, to make an event smooth, you can actually learn something that out of the books. And then there's also another event called Talent Time, which is event, and it provides a platform for everyone that has a talent to perform on the stage, whether you can dance, you can sing, anything. So I get a chance to take part in that event as an MC. So my job is to make sure that the whole event is running smooth, and then also making sure the environment, the atmosphere is really interesting and fun for everyone. At that time is around a crowd of around 500 people. So that's a pretty interesting, I would say, experience for me during my uni time. And also I took part in another event called IBT. Perhaps Wen Kai, you can expand a little bit about it.
Yeah. So basically, just sharing that Leong and I is actually FICD student, but both of us does not meet each other in FICD. I mean, in the classes.
We are.
Yeah, right? We never meet each other in our own course. We met each other in IPT.
Event, only you can meet new friends.
So we both are the helpers for the first time in IPT, which is the icebreaking and telematch, it's an orientation program. For that time, it's actually free so you can just join for those newcomer. Even though you are those already existing UTAR student, you can still join them to meet some friends, play other games. So we met there, and then that's how we know each other. And then throughout those events, right, and society, the curriculum activity, actually is the fun part of my university life, right? You just don't just study. You need to set up the room and then meet a lot of people through these events, through this society, because all these events and society, when you join, you will learn something about maybe team bonding, team management, time management. Because if let's say that you are a committee of an event, then you have to take care of your own study as well. And also at the same time, you need to take care of your events. So that's how's your time management skill get enhanced at the time, that you need to manage both sides.
Correct.
And also you also have the opportunity to meet some students or some friends from the other faculty like FBF, FAS, right? Yep. So met with them is actually very fun. You can understand what are they working on, what are they studying, how their structure is, and then that's what you can learn if you just stick in your own faculty. If you don't join those society and events, you can't really have a chance to meet them, have this kind of experience.
Yeah, it's like literally an experience where you learn how to work with different people with different characteristics. Maybe some of the people, they are really like, they don't want to listen to everyone, but they have their own way doing things. But in that case, how are you going to communicate with that guy in order for him to follow your orders or maybe work on something together? That's, I think, is one of the important soft skills that we can develop if you took part in some co-curricular activities. Personally, I think that 3 abilities is very important in terms of when you're going to a working environment. It's the ability of communicate, and ability of working with different people in terms of team working, and also ability of communication. Like we talk about speaking, art of speaking is very important. Let's say you don't like someone, you think that he screw up something or he's really stupid, you can't just go to him like, hey, you stupid, or why you do this, right? It hurts feeling. So it's also a very interesting process that you will learn how to talk to people really nicely, so people are comfortable with you, and also, but at the same time, they will follow what you wanted them to do, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what we have learned in co-curricular activities.
Yep. So I think everyone agrees to Leong and Luke that co-curricular activities actually teach you, something that you couldn't learn from your academic, and something that you should take initiative to learn and to develop your communication skills, leadership skills, team building, and many other soft skills. And this is really important as you move on with life, whether you're working, whether you're not working, it's still important to all of us, right? So, yep, all the activities that you've mentioned, I believe most of our students have gone through, and some of them, they are looking forward to be going through that. So, yep, and don't worry, talent time and icebreaking is still ongoing in UTAR. It's still a culture during the orientation program. So like what they mentioned, if you're a freshie in UTAR, you can join these activities to make friends. And if you're a senior, perhaps you have not been to the campus yet. So if there is a chance for you to join, you can still join as a senior, right? You make friends, to meet new people. And it's really important that you have different connections, especially when you're working, you're developing your own business, or any other thing, right? So, yep, that is basically what student life is. And I believe yours is also quite interesting because it really different from what you're studying, right? You're not coding, programming all the time, hacking every day.
That's a
That's no hacking, no hacking. Hacking is illegal.
I believe it's not actually about hacking. It's about learning to prevent being hacked.
Yes, correct.
It's just that the mentality.
About cybersecurity.
Yeah. So it's just the mentality that people use this skill to hack into someone's account also. So you need to know how to prevent cybersecurity. Yes.
Yeah, at least you have the basic knowledge. You know when you receive an SMS, like something that, your public bank account, like something code, you know that it's something fake. You know that people won't just ask you password from your SMS. At least for us, personally, for us, we have that knowledge of ID, how the things works. So it kind of prevent for, I would say, our money to like easily lose. Yeah.
Yep. So I guess every program will provide you a different knowledge that you could use, whether it's IT in your computer or anything. If you're studying marketing, you will have develop skills, better communication skills, and all those. So apart from what you're studying, your other skills can be developed as you go, right? Yep. So I guess that is how UTAR My Choice, the slogan, comes in. That you choose UTAR because of all these activities and all these things that you could gain during your study life in UTAR. Okay, so would you agree with me if I would say that the university has contributed to accomplishing whatever you have achieved so far?
First, when I first chose UTAR, the main reason I think most of us are, I would say, some of us might be same. For me, because it's near my hometown. I'm from Ipoh. And secondly, because I'm not from a rich family and I'm not Jack Ma's son, And then, but honestly speaking, after I joined UTAR and studied my uni there, I found that the event and extracurricular activities in UTAR is really strong for me as compared with other uni school. Because if you are a UTAR student, you know that the event here is a crazy amount of them. You can just cherry pick anything that you want, from talent, performance, to blood donation, to something that more formal. There's a lot of events here where you can get the chance to work with different people. There's something about soft skill, and also, I think Wen Kai, you like the view here, right?
Yeah, definitely. The first thing that when I come to UTAR the first time during the open days, I will get stunned by the environment. To be honest, there's not much university that have a lake in their university, right? There's a lake, literally a lake. It's a true lake. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
nature lake. And then we do have the, a temple like Grand Hall, which you don't
The
really
one,
see that in other universities.
behind
Yeah,
here.
that Grand Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Grand Hall is amazing. And then that's how it stuns me. And also the environments in, especially, not to say just Utah, it's about Kampar. Kampar lifestyle is very flexible. So,
Yeah.
so when you're just hungry, you can just cycle out, walk out your house, and then you just go for something, maybe a burger ramly or mama just to get your meals. At 2, 3 a.m. There's nothing for you to worry, to be honest. It's very safe here. And then there's quite a lot. And then also for the events that Leong just mentioned, like about the crazy amount, in fact, it is for Utah. Because I compare with my other friends that from other colleges, university, they don't really have a lot of event, but in Utah, you really have a lot. Like for example, you go to every semester, like for my time, you go to our cafeteria. We have 2 cafeteria, and you can see both cafeteria is full of the booths for the events, and you can just randomly join one of them, and you can fulfill your time. Like for the entire semester, you have a lot of events for you to join, so you don't have to worry about that.
And also don't be afraid of them. Sometimes they are like the salespeople, when you're walking in the shopping mall, give you the flyers and hey, 看看这个 events. But you actually spend some time to know if the event like is good for you, something interesting, then you just join. Nothing. For me personally, I think nothing.
Yeah, I saw a comment is about, and not every uni campus has monitor lizard.
Yeah,
that's lizard. The thing. That's how nature Utah is.
You can see how nature when you can see a lizard in Utah, right?
You can also see buffalo, to be honest.
Buffalo. Since I actually
near the Tesco there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
how nature Utah is. You can't see that in other those city university, to be honest.
And personally,
only in Kampar.
Personally, I like the view of when you have midterm and all these exams, you're stressed out, and then you burn your midnight oil to study in the library. Tell you what, our view in our library is like kill it.
It's amazing, to be honest.
Yeah, after like 6 or 7, when the sunset is going down, and then after you study, you're walking back to your hostel. The view in the campus is really nice. No joke. Yeah. So it's something that you can feel it out in this campus. It's like when you look at the scene, you will probably feel like relief internally, like emotionally. Yeah.
I guess it's really much more relaxed compared to the city work. And it's really a good conducive environment for studying university and so on. So yeah, you are pretty much focused in your student life, academic and so on. And then it really can release and reduce your stress. And also most importantly, there is no traffic jam.
Yeah, except for 8 a.m. to be honest.
Yes, that is the morning class.
8 a.m.
When the morning class, there's definitely a jam, but after that, it's not.
Horrible.
Except for that, then
never go late for your morning class, guys. Especially 8 a.m. I know it's really hard to wake up. Me also find it very hard to wake up for 8 a.m. class, but try not to, late for the class because the traffic you couldn't just imagine.
Especially for those students that are in FPF, right? They have limited car park as well.
Yep.
That's very true as well. Yeah. So yeah, that is the advice from your seniors. So if you are coming back to campus really soon, so wake up earlier for class.
Better leave your house
timetable, right? Yeah, beat timetable. Try not to beat the 8 a.m. one. It will kill you. Try
that's the facts. Try to take 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. whatever. Don't just take it 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Although 8 at night, it's a big difference. Like you wouldn't know how much your bed loves you. You would just stick on the bed. Sorry for me, not for you.
Yeah. So even though Kampar is not really big, it's not really far, but 8 a.m. class definitely you'll be stuck in the jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
yep. Yes.
Yeah. I just want to add on like Utah student, lots of Utah student friends around me. They all don't sleep at night. They're crazy. Like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You can still find them in the mama. And then the other day they still have 8 a.m. class, and they still like a dragon. I don't know how they do it. For now,
it's normal that you see some teenagers, like uni students, sitting at a breakfast shop, but they are not just. They just don't. They are just.
It's not just awake. Just wake up.
Yeah,
because they stay late.
They haven't slept yet.
Yes, that's how Utah students work their life.
And that's normal.
That's normal.
In fact, we did that also.
You go through that soon.
Yeah. So yeah, I just came into my mind that you were speaking about monitor lizard, and the other day when we chat, eventually Utah has this agriculture park where it's our students call it the zoo, where we have animals there, and we have an agriculture park under the Faculty of Science. If you have not seen that, you can view it in our campus video or the virtual campus tour. It's a new thing that we incorporate, and it's also part of the program, one of the programs that we have in our Faculty of Science. And if you're interested, you can also find out more and take up that program if you want to. So let's not take much of the time to talk about academic and everything, because today's webinar is about Minecraft. So let's move on to the following agenda, building the Minecraft. Okay, so talking about your inspiration, your academic, your student life, everything, we have heard most about it. So where can we actually start Minecraft? So I believe most of our participants here would like to find out and know more about how we build Minecraft, how it allows them to put in blocks and create and design something of whatever they want to. So this most importantly, this coding requires. You need skills of coding and so on.
You know what? Let me just share our gameplay for now.
Yeah, you mean that, live, right?
Yeah, it will be live. So hold on. Sure. Yeah. By the way, I'm just curious, like all the participants and also the viewers of the live now, how many of you coming because of this? Just type 1 in a comment. I know you don't need to speak too much. You just type 1 if you mainly come for this. I'm just curious.
Yep, so whoever is here for the Minecraft, you can just type 1 so that they know.
Just curious to find out. Yeah, so do you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right.
It's moving.
Yeah, all right. So actually, this is what we started off. We trying to build the gut house of the Minecraft. So during the time, let's just start how randomly it is, and then we place the block one by one. So like this.
So the first thing, people might be confused that playing Minecraft needs coding skill. It's not actually.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. You just place the block by right-clicking your mouse. Yeah. That's how normal you play. Unless you want to do some command stuff, or maybe you want to host your own server, then you might need some technology knowledge, but it's not that much.
Yeah.
So can I summarize as building Minecraft is like what girls would play, like the Sim City and all those? Can I say that?
Yeah,
probably
similar.
Exactly. Can we say that?
Yeah. Because actually, you know what, guys? Nowadays, a few months ago, I just went passed by a restaurant, and then there's a parents like eating with the families, and there's a baby. I guess it's around 7 or 8 years old. That small. He's holding his iPad and playing Minecraft. I'm like, what? During my 7 years old, I only play sand on the ground. So that's how you can imagine how easy you can play Minecraft nowadays. Like even the kids, 7-year-old kids, know how to, play it like that. Yeah.
It's basically a virtual version of Lego. So that's why it's very easy for everyone to pick up and play it.
Yeah. So, and also for those of you who don't know Minecraft actually mainly have 2 modes. The first one is survival modes, where you have to collect the trees and then make your own sword, make your own axe, and then you use the axe to cut more trees. Basically, it's a survival game. And this mode is actually creative mode, where we can use all kind of blocks to build the things that we want. So this is actually the second thing that we built, sport complex, because this is where IBT happening here. And this is where also me meeting Wen Kai, knowing Wen Kai here. The IBT is conducting here. So here we'll play all the games like station to station, place to place here.
So basically, this is our UTAR sport complex.
Yeah. And then we are trying to finish and this parking. It seems like not really complete now. Still a bit chat, but we actually a few weeks ago we went back to campus just to capture all the videos and all the photos of all the details. But this road is actually blocking now.
Yeah, because we have the hospital is building behind it, so that's why we can't enter it. There's a unfortunate part, but
Yeah, I
Once it's
suggest
done, we'll go
when
back.
Kai we can climb in to capture some photo or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's where the security guard will stop you, and
We'll never get back again.
yeah, you never get back then, and then your supervisor will ask you why you going to climb in.
Yeah, we just
So, yeah.
we for the arts, man, for the perfection. Like you want the details, you have
are
to
not Da
sacrifice
Vinci, so
something.
you don't do it for us. By the way, people might curious about how we actually build it.
Mm.
So there's two ways. One is
Mhm.
just place the block one by
Mhm.
one by right clicking.
Mhm.
Just show them. So
Yeah,
this is how
just
you
like
do.
this.
So imagine you have to do this for the whole road, but you can
Yeah.
see that this road is very long and
You probably
impossible
die.
that you if you do it that way,
Yeah.
you won't die first. Your mouse will die first. All right.
Mentally
Because you click right
draining.
clicking and then every mouse have their lifespan for clicking lah.
Yeah.
So there's another way. That's we go find out that, which is a little
Okay.
bit similar to scripting or coding, but it's not
Yeah.
actually like it's a Minecraft command.
So it's actually look like this. So
Yeah,
when you type the code, yep.
So
you
it just
appear.
come out from nowhere. So you can
Mm.
save a lot of your time. You just need to calculate the coordinates, how many blocks you want
It's
to
like
place.
you're trying to make a road, then you just type a code zoom. Then it will help us to speed up the progress at least. You know,
And then
at least we are not wasting our life in doing this road, placing the block one by one, you know.
not killing our mouse, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And then also definitely with this method, sometimes some things will goes wrong, especially for
Very
me.
wrong. We built
every
lot
time,
of wrong things.
every week, most likely I'm going to build something wrong.
Yeah.
So in order to remove it, you can also use a command like Leong show them with the air.
Yep.
So you can see that everything is erased.
Mm-hmm.
So if let's say that we often do this, and then just to fix something that we have made it wrongly, and then sometimes just give you guys some sharing about this block and right. Because in the real life, in real Utah, this block and this building is actually more higher than current our in how we see in Utah, how we see in Minecraft.
It's like a slope.
And so we build it like 2 blocks higher. And after that, we figure out that it's very hard if you do a slope there, like two blocks higher. It's very hard for us to build the road. So we come up with we find out another command that for us to actually move everything, the whole block from one place to another place. So
so basically, when we try to move a huge amount of block, we use this command. It's called clone. So what you do here, I'm trying to actually move this thing to here. So if I type in the command, I type in all the things and then show you guys some magic trick. There you go. For those who are watching FB stream, it will be a bit like delay lah. Sorry lah. We try to slow a bit. So yeah, that's how we move.
Yeah, literally we use this method to move the whole block end from 2 blocks higher to the ground.
Yeah,
that's how we do it.
That's our first massive screw up. So imagine this whole thing complete already. Then it's actually 2 blocks higher, the whole thing, and then we're trying to move that down. So it's really nearly impossible to rebuild the whole thing. So that's how we found out another code that is, I would say, pretty much useful.
If you don't use this command, right? So basically, you have to remove everything and then rebuild everything again.
Which is
so that will be
painful.
Very time consuming. That's why.
So, and also talking about details, I still remember the first time we post the graduation video in our page, UTAR Minecraft. So I remember there's an audience comment and say, hey, you guys don't have the identical bird poop in the block end. The bird poop is actually a signature of block end, right? FICD block. So I'm like, okay, we aim for the perfectionist. We want to do it as real as possible to real life. And there you go, the bird poop place.
So, but right now, I think Utah already put a bird nest there so that the birds won't come in. So, unfortunately, maybe when you go back to Utah, you can't see the bird poops anymore.
Then you need to remove it again.
But you can come into Minecraft and look at it. We still have it.
Yeah, for those who graduated in the room and also the live, Utah now is actually trying to put all these nets in block end so to prevent all the birds coming in, to create more bird poops. Yeah. So
because it's unhealthy, to be honest.
Unhealthy, but for the details, right? I'm like, okay lah, 鸟粪满足你. Here's the bird poops. And then to share a little bit about our progress, we are actually building a block P now, the Chinese study block. So there's something wrong, go here, and that's why if you guys follow our page, we didn't update about the new buildings for a very long time because we screw up again.
Yeah, we mess up everything, and then we have to
normal always happens.
pick it
So
up.
yeah, let me just briefly tell you guys what happened here. It's messy around here.
Yeah,
And then we built the whole thing, and then we realized that, oh, it's too long. So probably the block P should just end it here. And then we built the whole thing longer than until there. So now our problem is like we have to rework on everything in order for it to make it like more realistic. And also last time we went back to Kampar, we actually captured all the photos of all the tutorial room, like how it should look like. It's empty now inside. So we're trying to recover as much as possible to the real life, because that's what we wanted to do from the beginning. Yeah. And then, yeah. You
just give you guys an advice. It's okay to make mistake. So look at us. How many times we screw up everything.
When you go to work, don't afraid to make mistake.
Yeah, definitely. Just
as long as you can fix that.
That's my sentence. Come on. Why you make my sentence?
Yeah, but you screw up every time. You say you can fix it, but you screw up too many times.
Every time. That's the thing.
There's no people making the same mistake again and again. Okay, it's not acceptable. You can't just tell your manager, never mind, I can fix it, and then you make the same mistake for 3 or 4 times. That's not doable. Come on.
Bro, seriously. But that's the thing. You don't afraid of making mistake, because it's a way that if you make a mistake, try to fix it. Yeah, you learn from it and then you fix it, and then try not to do it again like me.
You know, right? Yeah, online class in Minecraft. That's creative. You know, maybe you can do something there. We probably do something like this in the future. You know, when we finish build up the whole campus, probably 1 year later. You know,
because that's our plan.
That's our plan, but not sure. Like at least like next year.
Because I don't know. Because UTAR have a lot of blocks. 10 plus. So right now we only have like maybe 3 or 4. That's the thing. And then we are still touch up on it yet. And our next plan is to build a block L, which is the lecture hall, behind the grand hall, which is right behind this wall. Last few weeks we had go back to UTAR and take some photo of it, and so that you guys can really look forward to it until we build it out. Yeah.
So we're
this is a more in-depth, campus tour to UTAR, because I think even if you come for a physical campus tour, we will not bring you, inside of
you can't fly on this roof. You're caught by a gun. You just chase you out.
Basically in Minecraft you can go everywhere, every corner. That is if you're able to, create that. They want you to add the monitor lizard in it.
And Wern, what happened here?
I don't know. I did not.
Yeah, just
this is not my part.
No. Just forget it, guys. You didn't see that. We scrub a lot of times, but I'm still trying to achieve.
For some places that we don't know, we can't go in, right? Leong, maybe you can show them the miserable room that you just now almost went through.
Room will be up here, right? I guess.
Because it's a kind of security room, we can't go in. So
I think not everyone have been upstairs as well.
Yes.
So we do something really stupid in there.
Even though, because they say, based on my friend, because he do events, he did a grand hall event here, so he know this is a VIP room. So VIP, we can't never go in there in our whole life. So we try to make it fancy, and this is what Wern did, fancy.
This is your VIP room.
But the diamonds, the
but
gold,
we can't go in there, so
the pumpkin fancy. I'm like, come on, okay,
it's fancy. Those are golds and diamonds. Come on, it's fancy.
That's where VIP staying, right? All the grand hall events, VIP, fancy, fancy. And then Iqbal saying that online classes in Minecraft. Actually, after we finish this project, we plan to do something like interaction, so we can have virtual events in here, so you guys can come and join and play inside, do whatever you want. Just make sure you don't burn stuff.
Even though you burn it, we can back up. No worries.
But you probably plan to do something like Squid Game in the future, and we wouldn't know that, but it's in UTAR, so we have a lot of crazy ideas that we want to do in the future. But now we still focus on building and try to recover the thing in 100%, at least not 100%, like 90%. In terms of details, because we really want to focus on details and bring the real feeling when you guys come here in the visit. And also sometimes we receive a lot of message that, hey, do you guys recruit, or can I join you guys? We actually think a lot about this. We would like to have more people and more fun building the whole thing together, and also it will speed up the progress. But the only thing is, because if someone who we don't know, they come in and try to build her own part, and then because both of us are crazy, sometimes two people also can argue for a pillar for like 15 minutes. We are crazy
Not
like
just
that.
15 minutes, we experience argue about details on the
Maybe,
wall
more
for
than
2
that.
hours.
Yeah, just a wall. So building this is actually, we focus a lot on the details, and because sometimes I will just go and guide that he's stupid or screwing up something, As for other people, we don't know them, and we paise like to communicate a lot on this, to be harsh on them. But although now it's a little bit slow because both of us are literally working, and we just fix the time in during the weekend so we can build the things. So it is slow, but it is happening. Yeah.
I guess that happens when you're close with your friend as a partner, and so you tend to just go each other. That's what happened. Back in university life, you just talk to your housemate like nobody's business.
Yeah,
and so on. Yeah,
you feel comfortable with the people and yeah, guys. By the way, this is a computer. Don't laugh at us.
We have limited resource to build
limited resource
everything.
and limited creativity, and right, we are like trying to build a computer here. But okay, by the way, we'll try to fix that. Okay, it doesn't look like realistic.
Okay,
yeah,
so I guess they're currently not recruiting or taking in any partners. But then if there are places like what you mentioned, the diamond place, the VIP place, if you have any photos or anything that you could contribute in this building up the UTAR Minecraft, you can also send it to them, so that they have a better view of it, and they can put it back into place and give you a better view of UTAR as well.
Yeah.
Because what we are able to provide now is the outside of the UTAR and whatever that we are able to go into, access to, and so that is the maximum and what we can do for the time being.
Yeah.
Okay? So the whole project, I believe, like we have mentioned, it it's expected to finish by end of next year.
Hopefully,
yes.
If nothing goes wrong, like very smooth, but that probably wouldn't happen.
Because both of us already know our working style. So I believe that to complete this project, right, it's just a matter of time.
Just stop quarreling too long, then you have more time.
Stop building, stop arguing.
Okay, so for our participants here, so if you would like to know more or find out more, just follow their page here. Okay, so this is their Facebook page account, and then you can just scan here or type the account name to follow them and find out more about the page. And if you would like to provide photos, real photos of the scenes and so on, you can also send it to them, but don't blast them.
Just in case you found out that we didn't update for a long time, just spam our inbox and ask us to update.
It's just normal. Sometimes we're out of content and don't know what to share, so that's fine.
So you can also chat with them. So anything that you would like to contribute in building the UTAR Minecraft, you can also PM them, send it to them, and help them out to build out the UTAR Minecraft for the UTAR community, right? Yep. Okay, so is there anything that would like to add on to your sharing today?
I guess that's pretty much. Wern, you have anything added?
Yeah, there's nothing from my side as well.
So perhaps you could provide advice to our students about choosing a program or any other advice in life.
For me, I think I'm not sure. Like all of you in this meeting, how many of you is struggling in choosing course, or you feel lost? You just graduated from SPM, or you already learning your course in UTAR. But personal advice for me, I find out that in this age, the thing that most important is you try to understand yourself, because I do have a lot of friends that don't understand themselves. They don't know what they are good at, what they are not really good at, what is a strength and weakness. So they are just feeling lost and doing the job that they don't like. just for the sake of taking the regular salary, they feel lost. They'll probably continue this for a few years later and then only find out, okay, I'm doing something that I'm not good at, or something I don't like. So at this stage, I will suggest in the 4 years of university, try to understand yourself, talk to yourself. I mean, I'm not trying to speak to the mirror like a crazy people, but spend some time to understand your own feelings. If at least at this age you don't know what you like, but at least you want to know what you don't like, so you probably won't spend time on those things and learning the things that you don't like. And personally, I have one website to introduce to you all. Even if my friends are joining this session or live, you can try it out. It's called 16 Personality, 16 Personality, this website. So Wankai, if it's possible, can help me to post link. So this link, you can actually do the test. So it helps you to understand your personality, your strength, your weakness. It even gives you the explanation on what is your working style and how you work with people. And in terms of relationship, you can also check it from there. There's a lot of things to see. Yeah, this website. After you understand yourself, you probably know, are you a really introvert or extrovert people? If you're introvert, you don't like the job that talk to a lot of people, it drains you out, like you don't like to social a lot, then probably you can change to learn something or doing a job that doesn't face a lot of people, like sales, those kind of job. If let's say you enjoy spotlight, you like to deal with a lot of people, maybe you can be a sales in the future, or choose like PR, this kind of this kind of advertising, this kind of course that requires you to interact more with people instead of FICT, maybe interact more with coding and computer. So another advice is that I think one of the most important thing that we need to learn in UTAR is the English. Because for me, I'm a Chinese, and then after I joined UTAR, all the friends around me are Chinese, and we speak Chinese all the time. So in these 4 or 3 years, the only time that I get to speak English is during my presentation, and which is terrible. I still remember my first presentation. I literally write a script of 1,000 words, and then I just stand in front of my groupmate, coursemate, like 20, 30 people. I just take out the script and then read it, which is really terrible experience from my first presentation. So English in terms of working is very important when you try to communicate with people. So personally, I don't get a lot of chance to speak English because most of my friends are Chinese, not bananas or other. And so what I do, I like to watch YouTube. So I follow YouTubers who speak English a lot, like in a foreign country. So I listen to them a lot. But before that, I have to like the content. Of course, I'll continue watching. And during watching the video, I will get a lot of chance to listen to how they speak. So that's how I learned my English there. So 2 things: understand yourself and English. It's very important for me when you jump into a working environment. Okay.
Yep. So from me, right, what I can say that you should really enjoy your uni life, right? Because even though some people might have master degree or maybe take another degree after their first degree, right? But you want to experience another time for your uni life in the 20 age. So just find out what you like, go for it, because not just study in uni life, because it's like a game. You have a main objective. You also have some side mission to complete.
Yeah, so, even if someday you want to run a business while during your university, as long as you can take care of your academic, you want to try out to run a business, go for it. As long as you just assume the worst situation that it could happen. Then if you can afford it, just go for it. Because some of my friends, they do start the business during the university. Like one of it, he worked as a part-timer, what do you call that? Bartender, is it? Coffee.
That's called barista, dude.
Barista. Okay. 文化有限公司, sorry. I'm like barista. He worked in a part-time barista, and now he actually running his own cafe. So
it's in Ipoh.
It's Ipoh. It's not always something that you learn that limit your future career prospect. If you have any idea you want to try out, just go for it.
Yeah, definitely. And also when you are choosing your own course, especially for those foundation students and also those who are just graduated from SPM, right? When you choose your course, make sure that you have an interest in the course, because everything has challenge in this world. Whatever you do, there's a challenge. Even though you want to go for mama to eat, you might get stuck in the jam as well. There's a challenge, all right? So what you can do is make sure that the challenge lead you to what you like. It's not to something that you not really like, because challenge itself is a difficulty. So if let's say that after being through all this difficulty, all this challenge, and then you get what you don't really like, imagine how desperate you are, right?
Yeah.
So
and
the interest is basically the motivations of how you move forwards.
Yeah, if you're not sure like what kind of courses you're really interested in, try to do a test, personality test, and find out what kind of courses you probably suitable. And then what you can do there is like you just Google. Basically, during your uni time, Google is your best friend. You use it to do assignment. You use it to do translate. And by the way, the 16 personality test, that website, all the results are actually in English. Just in case that you find it very difficult to read so many words, here's some website I introduced to you to translate. First of all, everyone knows Google Translate. That will be one of your best partners during your university time. And then there's another two websites which I personally used recently, which I found that in terms of translation, the grammar would be better a bit, I would say. So you probably can use it in your assignment. It's called DeepL, DeepL, DeepL Translate. And also the other one is called 有道 City. So these two translate, you guys can probably save the website and try it out. Yeah, that's pretty much for me.
Okay, so I guess you should, and you're advised to keep all the links of the personality test or the English translation. That is not only useful for your education, it's also useful when you're working. When your boss asks you to type an email and your English is limited edition, then all this will come into place to assist you to perform better, to of course learn from it. Yeah. And so of course, don't worry, Minecraft is also not something very difficult. And if you're looking into Minecraft for entertainment, for relaxation after your work, your studies, of course you can just use the basic mode. You don't need to force yourself to do whatever Leong and Luke is doing to create a UTAR. You don't need to. You can just use it to as a game, to relax and to have a break from your stressful work, your academic, and so on. So it's really important to keep your work-life balance. Okay, so this will be our our website, email, and also our Facebook page. So if you have any questions, you can WhatsApp, email, or inboxes in our Facebook. And if you need information about our latest program available, e-brochures and everything, you can just scan the QR code and download all the brochures you need. Okay, so I guess that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you all for staying with us, and thank you Leong and Luke for taking off your time from the Minecraft project to share with our participants here today.
Some of the personal experience that we gained from our uni.
And also we can teach you Minecraft.
If you want it, you can PM us. We don't care. So yeah, we don't mind you guys PM. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for attending. Really good to see you guys here. We really appreciate to invite us here. And thank you everyone who attended this session, sharing section.
Okay, so thank you all. Thank you everyone. And we'll see you soon.